this fall on the woman was neat. In this video, let me tell you about the martial arts masters I've seen fall from grace in the past 20 years. 心意传泰，吃一拳达成心意拳大成 family and more. Learning via online classes, in-person training, or finding a master. Those sharp-eyed folks might notice I've changed my background. Right now, traditional martial arts have no space for truth. Everyone boasts for profit, and such lies are worthless and deceptive. Starting with this video, let's fairly discuss traditional martial arts. Take a look at my records from 20 years ago. I then revered authentic masters. I had gathered teachings from Master Zhang XX and also Master Cheng X back then. I thought these martial arts masters were amazing then, and longed to learn but had no cash, so wasn't scammed. Back then, just like comment section trolls who bashed me, I was a traditional martial arts fanboy. 20 years back, combat and traditional martial arts clashed less. You'll see that back in 2007, 20 years ago, I liked Fei Duo, watched PFC, and followed MMA. And to this day, I still seek martial arts that are truly useful. So I began to love wrestling in 2012, which is 2015, and learned wrestling, then moved on to MMA and Jiu-Jitsu. But looking back on these 20 years of martial arts, I now have 3 million fans. I met many who'd been scammed by so-called authentic grandmaster figures, which dispelled my faith in them. But many of my critics still haven't shed their blind faith. Let's talk of Tai Chi. 20 years back, my authentic master. During the lecture, he tripped a woman in front of everyone, and while the martial arts master taught, he seemed a bit fake and nearly got pushed into the bushes by an expert.
The balance can't be shared. What balance does he have? I didn't exert force.
The martial arts masters I admire are still top-tier figures in the martial arts world today. They certainly aren't short on cash, but their morals are like that. Their skills, to be frank, nearly got them tossed into the bushes, yet they're still not authentic. So I've grown less awed by martial arts masters, including another Tai Chi master I once admired, many of whose students later studied with me, drank too much, then had a stroke. Including just asking folks for stuff. Saw your paintings were nice, so I hauled one to my car and asked for stuff. So this is a norm across the TCMA circle. Not just Tai Chi, but other fields fare no better. Like with the EHR before, I admired two white teachers. His pushing hands instruction, since the internet was scarce then. They filmed a lot. I kept learning, but later found out that fees could be added on the spot. Say a price first, then pay to learn it there. Once you're there, he pitches to you how much more you pay to learn additional things. And the in-class versus foreign tutors differ. Many of his students trained for years, and at first his son pushed them all over the place. 3 months later, his son was pushing them around. Those folks just stopped training altogether. Students who trained for a decade still lag behind those who trained 3 months. Thus, inside versus out. This is martial arts' current state. So many folks often ask me, what are your thoughts on this teacher? Some of the things he practices out there are wrong. This martial arts world is treacherous. Perhaps you don't realize that. Including Daichenquan masters, no names given here, who are served tea and girls wherever they go. I used to be quite fond of Xing Yi Quan and thought it very practical in combat. Relatively, it was cleaner since it valued truth and utility. If it weren't for Kung Fu Quest testing Xing Yi Quan against martial arts masters, many teachers still thought they were unbeatable. What is even scarier is that all these teachers share one mindset. If you lose, admit it. Learn wrestling, learn boxing. It is not shameful to spar in real fights and improve yourself. No, they didn't. When they lost, they said their skill was lacking, that the old master's arts were strong and true, with no doubt they had trained wrongly. As far as I know, Xing Yi Quan masters like Guo Yunshen managed to train so many experts in just a small town. There were no pads back then. They wore thick cotton jackets in sparring, feared injuries, and set broken bones just the same. True fighters who earned their skills through real combat. But now our martial arts is just blind belief left. Including why my Kung Fu is strong, and why so many follow me now. Some 12 years ago, I grappled with Coach Feng from our judo team. He threw me 6 or 7 times. At that time, I realized just training alone won't work. Martial arts is about combat, solo drills mean little. Of course, I wasn't weak back then. The North-South Championship 75kg champion, teacher Zheng won the car in Wulin Feng. His skill was top tier, on par with Wang Hongxiang and others. I couldn't match Coach Feng in grappling then. For fields apart or worlds apart, you must admit flaws, seek them out, and learn to grow. And this year, because I was busy, I didn't train in Jiu-Jitsu. Last year when I did, our black belt, Su Coach, could flip me to back control in seconds. It was so easy. You must see your flaws, learn from them, then can you improve? But with traditional martial arts, authenticity isn't self-proclaimed. It's when you fight someone and they submit, saying your practice is authentic. When Master Feng threw me, I saw he was authentic in Chinese martial arts system and judo. When Master Su of Jiu-Jitsu took my back, I knew he was authentic in Jiu-Jitsu. Authentic is not what you claim, but what others say. Some Xing Yi Quan folks boast loudly, act wildly, then came to me and got thrashed badly. I think less of the Dai family. In the next video, I'll talk of their skills. The Dai family shouldn't keep claiming to be Xing Yi Quan's motherly. No Ren brought seismic changes to Xing Yi Quan while his teacher was still alive. In the next video, I'll talk about Dai family versus Xing Yi Quan and their morals first. Who spent 2 million yuan to learn from one of your Dai family masters, yet learned nothing and ended up with a bitter master-disciple feud? What exactly was that money spent on? And even I later sought masters far and wide only to find it was still a trap. send cash, kowtow, train with him daily, treat him to meals, bring in pupils, yet he still taught wrong. In my earlier videos on December 23rd and 24th, 2014, Martial Arts Authentic Lines, Bailing explained it clearly. So I shared these brutal lessons. I've learned I don't fear others' scorn just to warn today's martial arts enthusiasts from falling into the same traps. Yet many lash out at me. First, you have poor morals. Second, my teacher is great. Each I met was a fine one. Alright, may you always meet kind and decent folks. But I don't want my followers, especially those just starting out in traditional martial arts, to meet those I mentioned above. And to be frank, the people I've followed and met are all quite accomplished in martial arts circles. We won't mention the bad ones, there are good ones too. In my past videos, I featured those skilled but unknown folks. That video showed martial arts masters who acted aloof and were even greedier and more lustful, neglecting their craft. Of course, I'm no saint myself, I'm greedy and lustful too, but you must treat fairly. For what you pay, teach what you should. Later, we thought these martial arts masters wouldn't work, we had to do it ourselves. So we started our martial arts school and posted videos back in 2016, 10 years now, in 2026. The comment section is still full of big brains, but they're worse than I was 20 years ago. They must retrace this line of thought. Back then, I loved combat and traditional martial arts and learned taekwondo. And when we opened the martial arts school, we trained hour by hour with our combat coaches. All of this is on video. Brain dead fans love traditional martial arts, love combat, love them purely, no critical thought at all. So in the comments, there were a bunch of fools saying, I trained wrong, thinking they were right. Just like dummy from 20 years ago. I cursed folks back then too, some said I trained just right. This is even scarier, thinking one has learned much. To be frank, constrained by the web, even our in-person students only grasp true upheaval once they meet and test it firsthand. True Chinese martial arts are fearsome and logical, you must learn them in person. Yet I try to offer value, but these videos are just the tip. No hidden agenda in making them. I've shown in 20 years, don't worship orthodox traditional martial arts. If you're strong, others will call you orthodox, no need to boast. Second, don't idolize martial arts masters. Has no one been scammed by friends? Third, I found that in the martial arts world, I need no friends at all. Martial arts won't thrive with their help. So if you want to learn the real stuff, 胎式、身息快、八卦章, just follow the online courses, plus in-person mentorship. YouTube folks, please subscribe to our premium channel. We will place all our lessons under one membership tier, and no longer split them into many tiers. Wait 2 or 3 days.